So let's start by creating a new project in IntelliJ to practice our test-driven development skills. So here is the new project window, and I'm going to select Maven. It'll create the test and Java folders for me, and then I'll click Next, and then I'm just going to call this TDD practice, and I'll hit Finish. And when I expand source, you can see I have my main folder and my test folder. So I'm going to go right into my test folder, and then in the Java folder, I will create a new class, and this is going to be my Calc test class. Okay, and so the goal of test-driven development is just to quickly write your tests. They will fail, and then fix what you can to get them to pass, and then refactor to make sure everything is working correctly. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just write my test. So I'm going to use the @test, and then public void, and then using the naming convention, this is going to be test add. That's the function or the method that I'm testing, and the state is that the sum is 5. Because I'm going to be testing two numbers to make sure that the result or the sum is 5, and then that should be true. And then I'm just going to use the assert true, and then my condition is 5 is equal to calc, and then I'm going to call the add function and pass it 2 and 3. Okay, so I've written my test. I haven't written my calc class yet, and so now this test won't even compile. So I need to make some fixes. So I'm going to add that path, and then I will fix that error, and then let's see what this error is. It's going to let me create the class calc, which is what I want to do. So I'll go ahead and create that. Okay, if I go back, I still have this error, so I need to make that function quickly in the calc class. So public static, it'll return an integer, add, and it takes 2 integers, and then I'm just going to return 5, right? I'm just going to use a hack to return 5 just to get this test to pass. So let's see if it passes. And you can see that it does pass down here. But we're not done, right? If I added, if I changed that, and I wanted to change my test, I would have to change my name of my test too. But this would fail, of course. Right, it's failing because I haven't actually implemented add. So I'm going to go back up to add, and then I'll change this to A plus B. And then I'm going to go back over, and I'm going to change it back to the original test so that it matches the name of my test case or my test method. And then I'll run this. And voila, I'm finished. And that's test-driven development.